There we are. How's everybody doing? I got so many things going on here. I don't even know which one's my live. There we go. I gotcha. Friday, and we had tons of games last night. Some were very surprising to me. Mercer, welcome in, buddy. Welcome to the live. How's you doing? Did you enjoy the games last night? I don't even know. Was there any big news going on? I don't think there was all that big of news here going on so far. Colton White placed on waivers? Not really. Barboulay goes back to Tampa Bay. I kind of figured that. Chicago trying to trade Dylan Strome. There was some good games last night. Yeah. Nashville and the Rangers was good. The Rangers are starting to learn how to play with some heavy weight on their lineup. That they're starting to look like what I think they were intended to look like when they grabbed all those players. There was a lot of battle in that game last night. Nashville and the Rangers there was a lot of mucking going on, mucking and grinding, and a lot of fights after the whistle and all that stuff. It was good. It was a good game. It's the way it's supposed to be. Yeah, the Panthers won. I had the Panthers to win. I was pretty sure the Panthers were going to win last night. Colorado, now all of a sudden with Saad gone, there was maybe more problems than we thought with Saad being gone. They've got a very young middle core there, which isn't really a core, just a young... We got a lot of young players like Martin Kaut, who I liked, but he looks like he's actually regressed since I saw him before. Wasn't all that impressive. And really, I think that's the biggest problem right now. They're more of a one-line team now than they were before. And of course, having Devin Taves doesn't help. But give them a little bit of time. I'm pretty sure they'll bounce back. JT Compher and Kadri. Oh, they had Jost up on that line. Like Darren Helm, Magna, and Burakovsky. What the heck do they have Burakovsky down there for? The guy I did like was Logan O'Connor. They were playing him, so they've mixed in these lines up all the crap from what I was seeing last night on Cap Friendly. If Bobrovsky is back to what he was before, they're almost certainly going to win the... No, I don't know what's going on there. I think he might have mixed the lineups up last night to try to get some offense out of their bottom lines or something, because that's probably what it was. That's probably not what the lineups are. It's just he probably mixed the lineups up just to get some, like that Florida offense, every line can burn you. So if you don't have a deep lineup offensively, or, in general, not even just offensively, they're probably going to burn you, and that's what they did to Colorado. You got Reinhart. They were playing Reinhart, Lundell, and is it Petrano? Yeah, I'm on... The Oilers are on 3 games in 4 nights. And Vegas is out a lot of players. I think Vegas almost wins that no matter what. Oh yeah. Yeah, and they have defensemen playing better than I anticipated as well. And they've got cap room. So they can add still. I mean, they look like the team to beat right now for sure. We'll see what Tampa Bay does at the deadline, but they look like the team to beat out of Minnesota is the other one. Minnesota looks incredible too, but they still have depth problems up the middle, but they're just, the way they play, they just get around it. What about the Islanders last night? The Islanders can't play in overtime, man. They are terrible at overtime. They obviously don't practice overtime there at all. Like, they don't even care. They give up possession constantly. They shoot at the worst times. They're terrible at overtime. Hey, Lauren, how you doing? Yeah, no, they have an incredible looking team. Their depth is fantastic. Like I said, they have lots of. I mean, when you're playing Reinhardt on your third line with a hotshot kid like Lundell, and I believe they have aren't they playing Vetrano on the fourth line? Like, that's incredible. Vetrano would be a second liner on, like, Anaheim, easy. Arizona. He'd be the first liner on Arizona. He hasn't missed a beat with that lineup, Zito. And they still got, like, well, they don't have much cap space, but come the cap deadline, they will. Or the cap deadline, the trade deadline. Oh, they got Mason Marchment up with Lundell and Reinhardt. Sam Bennett's got 4 goals in 4 games. Nice to have a guy like Jonathan Huberdeau slipping the biscuit over, that's for sure. Yeah, Michael Hutchinson playing tonight. It's weird, like, he has his good nights. And San Jose's got Hill, but San Jose's playing 3 games in 4 nights. So that one's tough. 3 games in 4 nights is really hard. It's really hard. I have a feeling, like, even with Hutchinson in, I think Toronto will probably take that. But San Jose's energy right now is absolutely unbelievable. So I'm really on the fence about that. It looks like it'll probably be a high scoring game. Yeah. Florida fans and the organization at the moment is taking a sigh of relief, I imagine. Sigh of relief that he is coming back and playing very well again. I don't know what was going on with him, but $10 million a year, now you got an incredible problem of having possibly, I mean, if he's way back to where he was, two superstar goaltenders. But if he plays right out, if he plays absolutely amazing, they might actually be able to trade that contract. Maybe. Yeah, you know what? I don't know if we should have saw it coming, but when you think about it, it's understandable. I did have them in the close to the bottom of the league. It's just so much of an emotional roller coaster to go through and, you know, almost win the cup, make it to the finals. Then Weber says what happens with Weber. Then Danault gets traded. Perry decides not to stay. Your emotional leader going to the opposition Tampa Bay. Then the whole Kotkaniemi thing happens. Like, oh my gosh, just wave after wave of drama going on. And you know, we should have probably been able to see that if anybody was primed to really come out of the gates brutal, Montreal was probably it. And then, of course, the Carey Price thing, too. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and who do they play again next? Well, they play Detroit. That might be their chance at home. Detroit doesn't look good either. Maybe they'll get lucky and they'll put Nedeljkovic in. Nedeljkovic hasn't been looking good so far. Yeah, it's just fans always like to. Well, a lot of fans they really love their players a lot, and it's hard for them to speak poorly about them. The team's just playing like dog crap. Simple as that. The team is just playing horrible. There's nothing in that team, and it's really hard to see a turnaround with those young forwards. I mean, I love Suzuki, and I thought, you know, they possibly could have a chance to carry that team, but no. Yeah, Alex Martinez is out. That's gonna hurt Vegas. They got Martinez, Stone, Pacioretty, and Tuck out. So Coughlin's gonna come in. I don't know. Maybe they do lose that game. Can they lose that game against like? Yeah, well, I understood with Nedeljkovic. It's funny. I was saying that you worry about the injuries for Anderson and Ranta, but Ranta hasn't even played yet, so he hasn't had a chance to get injured. But then Bernie's the one that's on IR right now. Not on IR, but is it? Yeah, I don't think Allen's been the problem. It's just terrible defense. Their defense looks like really bad on paper and on the ice, and the team in general just has no confidence whatsoever. Yeah, I didn't mind the Nedeljkovic trade. You know that. I didn't mind that. I thought maybe they could get more, but knowing their style, they're just like, you want out? Okay, here you go. Give them a good chance and take your pick, and that's it. That's just the way they are. But the Bernier trade, letting Bernier go, I thought could bite him for sure. You're going to hear that all season long because you've got they grabbed 2 goaltenders that have been plagued with injuries for 2 years. Like 2 years. So I did say that they must have had some sort of insight on that injury thing. Yeah, he's day to day. He's day to day right now. Mrazek is injured too. Yeah, that's the one. I didn't care about Mrazek. Trade Mrazek for sure. Reimer's not good, no. Although he had a good game last night. That's why I took to Ottawa, because Reimer was in. I was on the fence about it. I should always go with the energy team. San Jose plays with killer energy. Okay, well, let's look at the games last night. Because it's Friday, so we got to do all the Saturdays. We got a lot of work on the slate here. I was just hoping more people would pop in, but Fridays we have a hard time dragging people in here. So if you can find anybody for him, maybe trade him to Calgary for the other Richie. Talking about that, the first one is the Hurricanes and Canadiens. What do we have? Let me reload this. Hurricanes won 4-1. Oh, shoot. I went 4-0. CL had 4-3 Habs. Everybody else had Canes. Lauren was close, 5-1. Yeah, so Lauren was really close. He had 5-1. I had 4-0. We came close. Yeah, so Lauren was really close. Oh, shit. Hey, CL, how you doing? Yeah, I put you on my phone so I can see the chat. And I forgot to turn the volume down. So CL, you had the Habs last night. Aho got his first of the season. Teravainen and D'Angelo on his third. Did he get another one? D'Angelo got 3 assists on the power play. He's working the power play. Svechnikov with another one, 4. I had that as a prop yesterday. From Nietzsche and Tocchet. Tyler Toffoli from Suzuki and Drouin. Finally, that top line does something. And then, of course, KK Potts won. Hey, Ulysses. Yeah, I did really well yesterday too, Ulysses. Very, very well. KK scores last night. That was freaking awesome. You know, it's funny that the fans put way more into all of this stuff than the players themselves. It was just a financial thing. And Aho it's got 4 points. Aho got 2 last night. 3-point night for Aho. How much did they play KK last night? Oh, a little more. 12.5 minutes. A little bit of, did he get a power play goal? No. It's 5-on-5. He got a little bit of power play time last night. They're working him into that, to the power play there. Ethan Bear looked really good last night, again. And D'Angelo is looking fantastic. I haven't even thought that D'Angelo has really played poor defensively, have you? I thought he was looking pretty good defensively. They cut Dvorak's minutes a little bit. He had 5 minutes of power play time. It's not the guy you want on your power play. You want him on your penalty kill. They're still playing Anderson 17 minutes a night. Who didn't think that? We'll see how, well, I mean, they could be better, but I don't think Allen's been all that bad, really. It's just been poor defense. I know there's a couple people twittering last night that they liked what they saw from management, or from Hoffman. And I was like, well, just close your eyes when he's in the defensive zone, in the D zone. But he actually blocked 2 shots. Probably incidental, I don't know, but Weidman played 17 minutes. Oh my gosh. No wonder they're struggling so hard. He should never play that much on any lineup ever. Yeah, he's a backup, but he's been playing pretty well. He's a good backup. It's just they tried to make him a number 1 in St. Louis for years, but if he plays too much, he doesn't. But he's been playing really well. I'm just saying that Allen has not really been the problem. That's all I'm saying. Again, they're playing Cole Caulfield on the 3rd line with Perreault and Toffoli. That's because they got to put Hoffman up there. I don't know. The lineup is just weird. I don't know if, setbacks. Mental health stuff takes as much time as you need. It can't be pressure to, it takes as much time as you need. There's a lot to learn. I know when I went through rehab, it helped me an awful lot, but there's a lot to get your head around. That reprogramming to get your head around, man. It's a lot. Well, they got Savard. That was supposed to fill that spot. The problem is Savard did not look good last year at all. Savard didn't look good last year. He won a cup and he didn't look good doing it. Price, it wasn't about surgery. Carey Price went to the Players Assistance Program. Yeah, he went to the Players Assistance Program, Ulysses. But check it out. He went to the Players Assistance Program. His wife even, he was supposed to come back. He was supposed to be good to go. Yeah, his wife even did a message about it, like they were, being public about it. So to hopefully help anybody else out there that they figure they need the same thing, to come forward, to not be afraid, to come forward and do whatever you got to do as well. So, yeah. Anyways, we had nobody. The Canadians just look like they have very little confidence. Gallagher, you saw yesterday, is getting super frustrated, breaking his stick and all that kind of stuff like that. And it's hard when you're going through something like that. I think it's difficult when you look around your lineup and you realize you're not good enough after winning a cup like that, and you were so good. And now you got to try to fight with a lineup that just doesn't look good enough. The next game, we got Sharks and Senators. Ooh. Lauren had 3-1 Sharks. Lauren was the closest. I thought it would be a high-scoring game. But Murray played pretty well. And both teams played really well, actually. The Senators outshot the Sharks 31-24, though. And out-hit them a lot, too. But when you got the energy going like San Jose does, the pucks just seem to go in. There's something about that positive energy. And they've got a positive energy now that Kane is gone. It's actually just lifted the negativity off of them. Apparently, he was a very, very, very negative person. And I had Batherson in one of my props. But Couture, Burns has got 3 assists already. Carlson's got 4 assists. From what I saw last night, both of them look like their old selves. I don't know, the San Jose team could surprise. Oh, you got the Jacket score, did you? They're playing Benino 18 minutes, and from what I understand, he has been absolutely amazing for that team. And that makes sense because he's that type of guy that can change the whole energy of a lineup. And on the ice too. He's a solid two-way guy. Myers start looking confident. Everybody looks confident on that team now. Eklund pulled out their kid, 18-year-old kid, has 3 assists already. Played 10 minutes. I have a feeling they're going to probably play him 9 games and send him down. I don't know. We'll see. He looks like he could bulk up a little bit before he does a full NHL season. But he's got tons of skill, that's for sure. Somebody got hurt? I'll check that out in a second. Kachuk played 20 minutes and had 1 assist last night on the Batherson goal. Yeah, I think they got to get time now to get going with him in the lineup. Oh, right. Pinto. Pinto got hurt last night. That is devastating for that team. That's really brutal. I noticed that when I was checking out the... Pinto got hurt. He was doing really well, too. And it sounds like it's a significant injury. They don't have the depth up the middle. Watch for them to call up Chicago and see if they can pull Strome out of there. The only thing is, I don't know. He's pretty slow of foot. I don't know where he's going to be able to play. Boston versus Buffalo is going to be fun. I think you got to go Buffalo on that one. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, we got a lot to get through here. So Avalanche and Panthers. We'll talk a little bit about that one because that was a great game. Panthers played absolutely fantastic. If it's not Sullivan this year, it's got to be, well, we'll see. I know it doesn't have to be, but Q has just got that team just flying. With 4-1. I had 4-1. Perlo had 4-1. Woo! Dominic Leclerc, how you doing? Dominic Leclerc, I'll just carry on doing the Perlo dance for Dominic Leclerc. Panthers were freaking amazing last night. This team is just off the charts. Avalanche are looking like there's some difficulties there. Their depth through the middle is where the problem is. They're playing guys like Ranta, Kaut, Helm. Helm couldn't even make Detroit. And, Bobrovsky, who had... Well, Lauren was the only one that had the Avs. Everybody else had the Panthers. Bennett with his fourth from Ekblad. Huberdeau is going to just give you at least 10 more goals a season than anybody normally would get. Anton Lundell got his second. Like, this team is stacked. He got 2 points last night. And Reinhardt scored his first as a Florida Panther. But the team is just stacked. You got Duclair only playing 11 minutes a night. Who else is that? Owen Tippett and Vetrano. I mean, these guys could all easily play on anybody's roster right now. A lot of rosters in the top 6. They would be probably in the top 6 in Colorado, who people are picking to win the Cup this year. A lot of people. Mine is Florida. I think Florida's going to do it, as long as they don't have serious injuries. So did I. I mean, everybody thought Bob was... I don't know, like, the only person maybe that would have thought otherwise is Joe. Pro Joe. I don't know. I don't know what his was this year, but last year he thought Bobrovsky was going to turn things around last year. I didn't see it coming, but they're scary good with those 2 goaltenders flying, man. Scary good. It's going to be a tough out. Who are they playing for the next little while? Oh my gosh, they play Philadelphia next. That'll be a hard fought. On the road against Philadelphia. CL. We got to play Florida next, CL. Yeah, I mean, I'm never going to count them out. But I don't think Tampa Bay wins the division, though. Yeah, the way their energy is going right now in Philadelphia, they might be able to do it, but they're going to give them a good go, I think. Of course, you know, Why am I even saying that? All right, Capitals versus Devils. This was a nothing game. Washington was winning this for sure, no doubt about it. Once Hughes went down, and then they're playing Wedgwood in net because Bernier, it's too bad. This young team, it looks really good, and it's got to have these injuries now. It looks like exciting and fun to watch. 4-1. Oh no. Hey, Weichel took the Devils. Mercer! Mercer, is that your first one of the year or what? No, I don't think so, right? What are you getting, buddy? Ring, bracelet, helmet, or necklace? Mercer nails it. 5-pointer. I'm going to talk. Yeah. It's your first. Boom. We'll put your first of 2022. We'll get it engraved in it. Hype in the chat for Mercer. Everybody had the Caps besides Weichel, but he did pick the right score. Anthony Mantha even scored. Orlov, everybody. I guess Ovechkin decided to let everybody else score last night. Kuznetsov got his third, and we were all wondering how he's so far so good with Kuznetsov. Got his crap together and got back into playing hockey. That could save them. I thought that was a big problem this year. And the defense. So far, Washington is absolutely crushing it. I'm pretty sure Ovechkin must have heard the noise and said, oh yeah? Oh yeah? How about this? Pearl necklace. All right. No, you can't tell me what you're getting. That's Mercer. Oh, yeah, he did. Okay. Helen. Melissa, can you go get Helen, please? Tell her I need a pearl necklace made up for Mercer. Pearl necklace going up to you, buddy. Pearls of Wisdom necklace to Mercer. Engrave congrats for your first of the year on there. Something like that. Okay. Good enough. Max Jones out 6 months? Oh, boy. We'll get to that game, too. Man, oh, man, Anaheim looked terrible. Vanacek was a surprise to me. I have to admit it, I'm a little red-faced here. I didn't think Vanacek was that great, but he's crushing it so far. Jimmy Vesey had 18 minutes last night? Really? Wow. That's not good. You don't want to... Why did Kukkinen have 13? I don't know. This is weird. Tatar and Kukkinen have 13, but Vesey has 18. And he gets 3 shots on goal. That's weird. Siegenthaler has looked good so far. And then Wedgwood does what Wedgwood does, and that's be a pretty poor goaltender in the NHL. Okay, what's next? Islanders versus Blue Jackets. And this was hard to watch, man. This was hard to watch. The Islanders were trying to play a defensive battle with the Blue Jackets. You got it? What was the score? Was it 2-1 or 3-2? No, it was 3-2. You said 2-1. That's twice you said. You said 2-1. Lauren, you got the Jackets right. You didn't get the score right. Yeah, this game did me in for one of my parlays. It didn't ruin me, but it did me in for one of my parlays. Yeah, you did 2-1. You got it right, though. The other CL also had the Jackets, and Meat Fists had Jackets, too, who's not with us. Nobody took 3-2 Jackets? No. We had 3-2 Isles. CL had 3-1 Isles. But nobody had the score exactly right. Cole Sillinger got his first in the NHL, and it was a nice goal, too. Matthew Barzal looked really good last night. I don't know. I know the Islanders are a great team, but doesn't it seem to you like on a lot of nights it looks like Matthew Barzal could really use somebody to be creative with them? Like he's going around everybody and everybody's just standing there watching him. And Patrick Laine pots his second overtime goal of the season. It was a nice goal. Bjorkstrand with 5 assists already this year. Yeah. I shouldn't trust my brain too much, that's for sure. Kiefer Bellows only played 5 minutes. That's been my problem with the Islanders is they don't have all that much depth, especially for a road trip like this. There's not too many guys that they can call up that they trust. So all of these guys got to play lots of minutes. Well, I guess they're going to have a lot of home after this too, right? So, and they're a great home team. Watching Columbus, Bjorkstrand looks the best I've ever seen him right now. Laine's happy. He's happy. He's going to stay here, I can tell. Because they're just going to let him play whatever way he wants. And so they can keep a guy that can score 30 goals in a season, it seems. That's what it looks like. Yeah, what a start for Bjorkstrand. Yeah, he looks really good. Tessier, who was on the top line for a while, now is only getting 10 or 11 minutes. And Chinikov, that's that young line. They have a rookie line young line of Chinikov, Tessier. I think it's Tessier and Sillinger. All of them are under 22 years old. And Roslovic is only getting 11 minutes again. Hey, Joe Flyers. Haven't seen you in a while, my friend. All right, let's move to the next game because we got lots to do today. Joe Flyers in the house. Oversized Jeff Skinner. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what he does here now. He's got a pot, a crap load of goals. Of course, could be. We can't tell this year because if he does light it up this year, it's a contract year. So, and we know if he is like a oversized Skinner, then he's going to light it up in a contract year because that's what Skinner always does. Flames versus Red Wings. And the Flames are playing tough, man. Sutter has them playing tough hockey. Lindholm got a goal from Goodbranson. Goodbranson got an assist. Wow. Goudreau's already got 3 assists. I watched some of this game. Mangiapane always looks like the best guy on the ice to me. And they were playing Dubé up the middle. And he looked pretty good. Goodbranson had 2 assists last night. Holy crap. And Goudreau had another, so 4 points, 4 assists for Goudreau. Of course, that was on an empty net. Matthew Tkachuk potted the empty net. Detroit just isn't there. It's just not, they're just not there. I know that was kind of yours, Lauren, that you thought Detroit was going to be able to do her, but Lucas Raymond looks fantastic. And maybe when they get playing with each other a little more, they'll go on a run later. But right now, it looks really disorganized. And they're giving everybody the same amount of minutes, probably mixing and matching lines and stuff. So it's probably a little too early to say that anything about Detroit right now. Does Goudreau have a letter saying he won't be back? No, I don't think so. What did you hear about that? Oh, you think Boston's going to win by 2 there? I don't know. That Buffalo team's playing tough. And Boston's defense is coughing up stuff all over the place. First game playing in front of Linus Ullmark, too. And no, preseason doesn't count. Well, we have a different view here. Oilers playing 3 games in 4 nights. I doubt very much they beat Vegas. I know that they have all those players out, but I don't think it matters. Vegas has got a super fast team. They can keep up with the Oilers all day, and the Oilers' defense is horrible, horrible. Oh, does he have a letter? A sign he won't be back. Does not have a letter. Oh, okay. Well, I don't think they gave him a letter because you don't really know what they're doing there yet. He has to sign a contract and all that stuff like that. At least it's a sign that it's not 100% for sure, I would say. No, I don't think Buffalo will be in last place either, that's for sure. Ooh. Oilers are not playing awesome hockey right now. We're watching 2 different things, man. I'm seeing an Oilers team that is coughing up the puck all over the place. What they played, that Anaheim game was disgusting. That was disgusting. They should have if you're gonna play, if they play like they did against Anaheim, against Vegas, Vegas will eat them up and spit them out. How they played against Arizona, Arizona is just horrible. You should be beating them way easy, that score. Arizona's might have the worst goals against average of all time, maybe. Is that possible? I think they could. Yeah, I know that it's the worst team I've seen win 4 in a row to start a season. Worst defensive team. They've gotten fortunate. I don't see them beating Vegas even with that. That top line, I think, is going to give them fits in the defensive zone. You watch, if you're going to watch that game tonight, watch Tyson Barrie fumble around with the puck. When they pressure guys like Tyson Barrie and Duncan Keith, and they got nothing. They could have a record low points and maybe a record goal differential. McDavid got his 200th goal. Yeah, we'll talk about that. We should talk about that when we get there. Rangers versus Predators. That was the game of the night as far as I was concerned. That was fantastic. Rangers versus Predators was a really good game. Lots of few fights. Nedeljkovic actually had a pretty good night last night in the loss. But Markstrom has looked really good this year. He starts out all the time good, and then he tends to fade. Yeah, I know. They still got 6 more years, but he's actually looked decent. The Rangers beat the Predators in what was, again, Shesterkin is just unreal. Lafreniere potted another one. He's another goal closer to my 30-goal prediction for Lafreniere this year. Yeah, I don't know. I still say Hines is a good coach. And so far he's proven me right. A coach is supposed to get their guys to be battling hard, and this team battles hard. He gives ice time to people who deserve it. Jeannot has also been a great player for them. He had 13 minutes last night. Eli Tolvanen, they have problems with that kid. He's got 10 minutes, didn't have a shot. He's like so inconsistent. He's got all the talent in the world, but can't seem to put it all again. They have Tomasino up, and he had a good game. Like, I just really like their whole lineup the way they played. And what he does is he keeps everybody's shift short. The only players that play a lot of minutes are Johansson, Duchesne, and Forsberg as forwards. Oh, Granlund. Besides that, everybody gets pretty much the exact amount of time. Oh, McKegg was playing last night. And the Rangers look like they're starting to get used to having a physical team and playing together and gelling. I think they're going to do really well. I still say they're second we'll see. I still say they're second in the Metro. Andre Miller only got 15 minutes last night. Wonder what he did. He must have made a bonehead play or something. They're playing him bottom pair with Lundqvist. That's why. Nemeth had more minutes than him last night. Oh, I already looked at that. Okay, next. Ducks and Jets, and we won't talk too much about this. Bad day for the Ducks. My gosh. You couldn't get a better opportunity. But it was 3 games in 4 nights. I don't know what I was thinking that the Ducks would keep it close in that game. Oh, by the way, what did everybody's score was? I forgot about the scores here. You guys got to remind me to do the scores. That's what the whole thing is about. The whole thing is about. Mercer had the Flames. Lauren had the Wings. Weichel had the Wings. 4-2, I had the Flames. Nobody had 3-0. CL had the Wings. A lot of people had the Wings yesterday, but it didn't work. The Rangers game, anybody have 3-1? Wow, all around it. Oh, Weichel was the closest, 3-0. And H&R had 3-2. I get excited, yeah. Okay, so Ducks versus Jets, it was 5-1. Mercer got the score right, but he took the Ducks. Everybody took the Ducks. Everybody thought that Scheifele and Wheeler being out was going to cause a problem, but it didn't. And I completely didn't notice that they were playing 3 games in 4 nights. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. But Dubois has 3 goals on the year. That would be huge for him to have a bounce back year. And of course, Kyle Connor is going to score 50, man. That guy's shot off the wing is freaking crazy. Is there a better? There's not too many better shots coming off the wing than Kyle Connor. He's incredible. He can score from everywhere, but when he can take the puck, skate up the ice, and shoot off the wing and pick that corner like crazy. Andrew Kopp has 3 goals. Detroit needed that quite a bit. Milano gets called up and plays and does nothing. The whole lineup, they fought it out. They pretty much lost it in the last period. I still say that Gibson is going to be gone. I think Gibson's fed up. I really do. I think they almost have to get rid of him. He looks like he's complaining on the ice. Connor is insane, yeah. I bet you he gets 50 at least once in his career. Did anybody have... No, everybody had the Ducks there. Canucks and Blackhawks. Is there a 4-1? That was a 4-1, right? And the Blackhawks, oh my gosh. I never even thought about the fact that Fleury getting traded there could cause a lot of problems if he was really unhappy about it. And it sounds like he was really unhappy about it. If that's the case, like, I don't know if you guys, if you look in the history of Fleury, when he gets emotional, he doesn't play well. He didn't play last night, but it would affect the energy of the whole team. He's usually always happy and all that kind of stuff like that, but I don't know. It just seems like when things don't go well, even though he acts happier in front of everybody, it's almost like everybody knows that he's putting on a face or something. Anyways, I don't know. It hasn't worked out well, and Jones has not worked out well. Besser got a goal for, I think that was his second game back, from Peterson and Miller. Connor Garland from Pullman and Myers. And basically Vancouver, from what I watched in this game, was able to do whatever they wanted in the offensive zone. The defense for Chicago is just absolutely deplorable. They're still playing Jones 27 minutes, though. He keeps on playing heavy minutes and really not looking good doing it. Nobody had 4-1. I had the Canucks. CL had the Canucks, or had the Hawks. I mean, Hawks, I should say. Lauren had the Hawks, and everybody else had the Canucks. Weichel was closest again. Weichel was right around the target all day so far today. Crawford 2.0. I don't know. I think in the back of his mind, he'd rather the Blackhawks miss the playoffs and go to Pittsburgh. But then if Jari does really well, maybe they don't even take him. I don't know. That defense does suck. They look terrible. And that's just not just the defensemen. Just the team defense. I mean, Kane was never good defensively anyways, but the team defense looks absolutely horrible. So next we had the Oilers and Coyotes, and we all out the first period. I was like, "Where? This is what I'm." If there's ever a team that can lose to the Coyotes, it's the Oilers. If there's ever a team that's going to underestimate their opponent or play like they already won, it's the Oilers. And they pretty much did that in the first period. Like, really, nobody in the league should lose to Arizona this year. That roster is that bad. If you watch, Gosh Despear is getting minutes that he looks horrible. He better be thankful that there is an Arizona out there, because he probably would have been out of the league this year if it wasn't for that. His effort in the defensive zone it's just nothing. It's just not there at all. But the score was it 5-1? Nobody had the score. Everybody had the Oilers. This should have been with the Oilers lineup, that should have been like 10-1. Their Arizona's goaltending is, the guy's never played in the NHL. He never had great numbers in the whatever his name is. By the time I remember what his name is, he won't be in the league anymore. I don't know what Arizona's going to do. I know you're tanking, but man, oh man, how bad that team's going to be over an 82-game schedule. I think basically whoever's on that team, you got to get rid of them. You got to pretty much forget that you can't have the same players ever there. That type of losing would permeate forever. Except for Chychrun. Just imagine being Chychrun right now. Like, you're in a young Norris level defenseman, and you're playing on this lineup that you look every day and go, oh my gosh, we don't have do you see them shooting? They have nobody that can shoot besides Kessel. Everybody, the goaltender, even Kapanen, or Koskinen, I should say, he looked like he had it like all the time. Like he looked like he was like, I know I'm going to have this. Like, this guy can't do anything to get the puck past me. It was horrible. McDavid scored 2 easy goals. It almost looked like the Oilers were playing around with them in the first period and then opened it up a little bit. They just have way more talent than them in every way. I mean, even their poor defense wasn't going to even hurt them. I thought maybe Arizona might pot a couple more than that. That's why I like the over 6, because of Edmonton's defense being that bad, but nope. I forgot to bring up the box score. So yeah, Fogle got his first as an Oiler. Nice. That was a nice goal, but the goaltender should have had it. Valermo or whatever his name is. He so should have had that. It was a very easy shot. Then Zach Hyman scored 2 last night. Like a guy like Zach Hyman versus Arizona is easy. Like his work ethic and skill level is exactly what a team like Arizona doesn't want. Connor McDavid could have scored at will, I think. I seriously think they took it easy on him last night. They didn't want to completely blow them out. And maybe kind of took it easy because they know they got to play Vegas. Barry got 2 assists. Barry didn't even look bad last night. I didn't even know what he did, or didn't do, to tell you the honest truth. He did get less minutes than normal, though, thank God. Duncan Keith and Cody Ceci got the minutes over him. Dylan Mayo he's been in the organization for a long time. He got his first game. He got his first goal for Vejmelka is his name. Vejmelka, that's how you say it. Yeah, he's not going to stop too much in the NHL, Vejmelka. Anyways, we got through them. Now we got 45 minutes to get through all the Saturdays at least. We'll try to get through all the Saturdays. Oh, we got to do tonight's Friday. What am I talking about? Holy smokes, we got lots of work to do. Lots of work to do. Sharks versus Leafs. It's going to be, I believe it's going to be, oh no, it's going to be Hutchinson versus Hill. Sharks are on 3 games in 4 nights. And yeah, it took McDavid 411 to get 200. He wasn't the fastest. Gretzky and there was a few guys, I can't remember who they were, that got him faster than him. First was Gretzky, okay. Oh, 248 games. There was somebody there that I never thought it was going to be. But I can't remember who it was on that list. But like all of those guys played in a time when you consider the fact that McDavid played on a lot of bad Oilers teams, it's pretty impressive. Like he didn't have, like those guys all played together. Gretzky, Curry, Anderson. I mean, they all played together in a time when goaltenders were nowhere near as big as they are, didn't have the equipment, all of that kind of stuff like that. What McDavid is doing is pretty impressive. I don't know. Are we going to do picks? Who's still in here? I hear that. Is it just you and me, Lauren? Not really used to doing picks if it's just you and I. Who else is in here? I don't know if my current viewers thing is not working or what. I do know I'm going to go grab a coffee and come back though. Mercer's there. Lauren's there. Okay, we got a couple of people coming back. All of you coming back, just give me a second. I'm going to go grab a water and I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. Okay, so San Jose versus the Leafs. The Sharks are playing Hill, I do believe, because they played Reimer last night. They're on a what 4-game winning streak, 3-game winning streak, but they're playing 3 games in 4 nights. So they played a lot of hockey. They've been on the road a long time, but their energy is absolutely fantastic. I'm really on the fence about this because I think Toronto's actually been playing very good as well. So I'm on the fence about this game. Yeah, Aiden Hill is in for sure. I don't think there's all that many super injuries. I'll check out here. Yeah, they don't have any real significant injuries, either team. CL got the Leafs. CL has the Leafs. Weichel's back. Yeah, buddy. What kind of... You taking the Leafs, Weichel, I imagine? Weichel, 5-2 Leafs. 5-2 Leafs. Perlo. I'm going to say the Leafs too. I'm going to say, though, it's closer than that. I'm going to say 4-3 Leafs. Kasha is out. Oh, really? This doesn't say that he's out. It says he's in. Mercer is taking 3-2 Leafs. Did Lauren put one in yet? Lauren's going to go against the grain and go with the Sharks. What were they? I don't think they traveled lots. Yeah, it's all been in that one area. Montreal, then to Ottawa, then to Toronto. It's not far. That's one good thing about it. But they're going to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then they're going to play Boston. It'll be 4 games in 6 nights. The Raptors play tonight, yeah. Okay, next. Bruins Sabres. This should be interesting. I'm gonna try something. Let's see if I can get if this will work. I'm going to try changing it to that. Lauren has the Sabres. They're playing Allmark. And Oh, what's Buffalo? Buffalo's playing Anderson. Anderson's been playing really well, actually. 5-3 Sabres? No, 5 Bruins. CL 3-0 Boston. And Allmark is playing his old team. So I don't know. I always wonder, like, the team knows your weaknesses, right? Like, I don't know if that's ever that, how much of a good idea that is. Yeah, 5-3 Bruins. Yeah, I got you. Mercer 5-1 Bruins. Whiteshell's got Buffalo. And I got 3-2 Sabres. I don't know. I like the way this Sabres team is playing. Boston's coming in with their defense doing like their circus act that they did last year. So you smell a Hattie from Pasta, maybe? You smell a Hattie from Pasta, maybe? Just somebody from Boston is going to get a hat trick? Marchand, okay. It's going to be an interesting game because we got, Hall's back again. I don't know. I just think Buffalo is going to be playing them so tough. I'm going on a gut here. I'm just going on a gut. From what I've seen from them and how they've been playing, I just think they're going to want it more tonight. Kyle Okposo, yeah. I want to see if the Bruins, where are they? I wanted to see if the Bruins changed their lineups at all with, no, they're still going with Coyle in the middle of Hall. DeBrusk, Halla, and Noshik, who's hurt? Oh, yeah, Foligno's hurt too, that's right. That doesn't help. And John Moore is going to be playing. Who's injured? Connor Clifton is scratched tonight. They're playing John Moore instead of, oh yeah, I think Buffalo's got a good shot. Yeah, he gets hurt every year, yeah. All right, next one. I don't know. I think Buffalo's got a good shot there. Watch, they'll get freaking. No, I'm not going to say that. I think they got a good shot. Kings versus Stars. And I believe this is Peterson versus a Holtby that's actually playing well. Which is a surprise to me. Obviously, they saw something in Holtby's game that they thought that they could change. I'm really surprised that nobody is paying attention to the fact that Ottinger was sent down this year and he was their best goaltender last year. Like, I don't get it. John Moore is bad at defense. Yes, he is. John Moore is very bad at defense. Absolutely. I'm going to change my title every time I do this. It's, yeah, Peterson versus Holtby. I don't think there's anything as far as schedule is concerned. The only thing is maybe Dallas just came back off a long road trip. Yeah. Were they on the road the whole time for this? That could change things up a little bit for me. They were on the road the whole time. They're just coming back off of a 4-game road trip. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Mercer's got the Kings 3-2. I was fading this game, but I don't know. I might take a look at it a little closer now. And LA is... It's their first game on the road. I just haven't liked LA so far, and I said I really liked them this year. Weichel, 4-1 stars. I'm going to have to look a little deeper into this one. CL, 2-1 Kings. My computer's moving really slow. Come on. There. That Jacob Peterson kid, they keep on playing him up there. Kiviranta, Sagan, and Glendening. Kiro, Ben, and Gurianov. They put Raffle down on the 4th line against CL. Why do people keep on doing that? They put him up on the top line. He scores goals, gets points. Oh, wait a second. That 4th line is Raffle, Faksa, and Pavelski. So that's not a 4th line at all. Hanley and Hakanpää. Hakanpää is in. Excuse me. Oh, did they? Lauren, 3-2 Kings. Oh. I'm not sure, but I'm going to go with the Kings 3-1 too. A lot of us took the Kings. I'm not big on teams coming off of a four-game or more road trip. First game back off of a 4-game or more road trip. What's the Islanders? Imagine the Islanders. I hope they get a couple days off when they get their road trip, after their road trip. Their 13-game road trip. I hope they get a couple days off before they play. Because that's going to be a bugger. You get home, you got family to take care of it, get your mind off of hockey, and yeah. Next. And now the big one, Oilers versus Golden Knights. And the Oilers are playing 3 games in 4 nights. They're not historically, they're terrible at 3 games in 4 nights. Whenever they play 3 games in 4 nights, they almost always lose. It doesn't even matter who the competition is. Yeah, they played Anaheim, Arizona. It's all in the same area, but Weichel says 5-1 Vegas. Goaltenders are Lehner and they're, oh, it doesn't say Lehner. Koskinen, oh God, that could change everything. They still haven't confirmed if Lehner's in net. Now, I do believe that DeBoer does this a long time. Does this all the time, but I can't see Robin Lehner not being in. If Lehner's not in, I might give it to the Oilers. "4-3 Oilers for Mercer." I don't like that. Although Mercer's been a little bit off this year so far. I wonder if they're going to change, the Oilers are going to change their lines up at all. I don't think so. Mike Smith is out. Yeah. Koskinen has looked not too bad, though. I wonder if they're going to keep it like this. They got Jaime, McDavid, Puljujärvi, Hopkins, Draisaitl, Yamamoto, Fogle, Ryan, Cassian, Perlini, Shore, Turris, which that 4th line is garbage. And then, of course, play Nurse and Barry together. That's a good idea. Against Vegas Golden Knights. They will beat. Nurse and Barry will get beat to the puck constantly. And then they won't be able to do anything after that. That's why I think Vegas is going to win. They don't have the legs that they normally would because they're playing 3 and 4. If Nurse and Barry get beat to the puck in the offensive zone, it's all over. It's all over. "6-5 Oilers." Lauren 4-1 Oil. Well, I'm taking 4-2 Vegas. Oilers' defense is pathetic. Very bad is not really put it. Doesn't really say everything. It doesn't accurately portray how bad it is. It is bad. Super bad. Now, once they get playing together, maybe it might get better, and maybe this is the game that they start playing well together and gelling together. But I just can't. I can't see that Barry Nurse combination ever being good. Not to mention they played together last year and they weren't good. So why are they going to be good now? Nicholas Hagg scores a goal tonight, I bet. It's going to be a tough one. I'm not really sold on this, but I almost always will take. I pretty much will always take the team that is on that's going against the other team that has 3 games in 4 nights. So next, that's it. We're going to Saturday now. I forgot to change my live. Okay. Rangers versus, who is it again? Rangers versus Senators. And the Rangers are starting to look a lot better. They've been a long time on the road, the Rangers. Man, the Senators don't look like they put it all together. We can't. We don't know who's going to be in net. We can only guess. I imagine they'll go back to Murray, and I can't see. I imagine Shesterkin as well. They've had a couple days off. I don't know. They could go with Georgiev there because they could give Shesterkin a break on that one. I don't know. Weichel. Rangers or 4-3 Rangers in OT. Mercer 4-2 Sens. Lorne 4-2 Rangers. That's it. That's what we got in here today so far. Or Perlo, I'm going to say oh man, the Rangers have been looking really good. They got more physicality. If Shesterkin's in net, I'm going to say it's a shutout. Oh, it could be a little bit tired. I'm going to say 2-0 Rangers. 2-0 Rangers. I'm banking that Shesterkin is in net. If Georgiev is in net, I probably change my mind, but Flames versus Capitals. I was going to see how long have the Rangers been on? The road. Okay, they're Toronto. Should be okay. Ottawa. Ottawa's played a lot of games too. Flames versus Capitals. Hard to say. It looks like they're probably going to roll with Vanacek the way he's been playing. The Flames just got done beating Detroit. And then we'll play Washington. It's only their second game on a road trip. Washington, they've been home a lot. Didn't they just go... Yeah, they were home, then they went to New Jersey and came back to Calgary. Three-one Caps for Lauren. Whiteshell 5-0 Washington. Wow. Mercer 3-1 Caps. Yeah, this is a tough one because I think Calgary's biggest strength probably doesn't play very well against Washington because Washington's a pretty big team. And their biggest strength is their physicality right now. And Markstrom's playing really well. I can't see them outscoring Washington, though. Vanacek's been playing really well. I'm taking the Caps too, 4-2. 4-2 Caps. Yeah, Saad is out with COVID. He certainly is. Oh, there's Valentino came in, popped in for a bit. Hey, Valentino, thanks for coming in, buddy. Oh, the next game is pretty much... There's not much to talk about there. The Ducks versus the Wild. Sasha, holy crap, dude. Where have you been? You've been like totally non-existent. We're going to stop here for a second. And what happened to Sasha? Where'd you go, buddy? Where have you been, Matt? Morgan Geeky's out? Wow. That's not good for Seattle right there. Oh yeah, Max Jones to undergo surgery. Look at that. Senators looking for a top 9 forward now that Pinto's out. I think it's almost assuredly going to be Strome. I think they're going to go get Dylan Strome. Or Vitaly Kravtsov. Thanks for coming in, man. We miss you, Sasha. Holy crap. You haven't been talking on Twitter or nothing. I hope everything's all right, buddy. Lauren. Five, 2 Wild. Mercer 4-1 Wild. Oh, you've been doing stuff with sports and stuff. Oh, that's good. That's good. But you got to take time for the pearls, man. You got to take time for the pearls. See how many people we have in here? 5. Do you know how much better the world would be if 500 people took their pearls every day? It'd be like so much better of a world. Oh my gosh. Weichel 6'5" wild. Huh? Oh, you drop in? Okay, you just don't say anything? You got to say something, buddy. We can all do the Perla dance for you. Hey, Sasha. I am going to say 6-1 Wild. I think the Wild are going to absolutely blow them out of the water. I think it's going to be really disastrous, that game. I think that's the. I'm getting the feeling that the strings are starting to come apart in Anaheim there. I think that you guys might have been right. That Dallas Eakins is probably gone soon. I think the general manager is gone soon. And a whole different thing is going to happen in Anaheim. Gibson will be traded. I think they're going to change everything there. They got it. Like it looks terrible. How about them Habs? Yeah. Hey, well, you don't speak too loud. I mean, Colorado hasn't exactly been ripping it up either, but yeah, they're pretty bad. What's happening with Colorado, buddy? You're going to get back going or what? We'll keep on talking with Sasha about Colorado, and while we're doing that, you got Predators and Jets next. No heart. Ooh, look at that. See. That's going to be one heck of a game. I hope I get to watch it. Yeah, I think it'll come around. There was a lot of change there. They got a lot of young players. They're all figuring each other out right now. You took mine, Mercer. I had 3-2 Jets. That's what I wanted to do. I think it's just they lost Saad. Who else did they lose? Graves was a big loss. And now all the pairings and everything are all working themselves out there. I think Kadri they could stand to lose Kadri. But what are they going to get him for? I don't know. A second line center would be good for Colorado. Preds versus Jets. Okay, we got Mercer. Weichel 4-3. 4-3 Jets. What am I going to do? I don't know what I'm going to do here. Yeah, well, I think they need a second line center for sure. And you're right, there's something missing from that team. I do like O'Connor, though. That kid looks really good. That's kind of what they need. They need guys that have that, like, missile type attitude that he has. I really like him. It's O'Connor, right? The Tampa Bay Lightning claimed the same person they put on waivers. Seattle picked him up, Brule. Perlo. Okay, I'm going to say, who are they playing against? Preds, eh? The Preds play tough. Saros is amazing. I'm going to say it's a hard-fought 2-1 Jets. Hollebuck finally started looking good again. Logan O'Connor. Yeah, Logan O'Connor. I really love him. Oh, yeah, Byram's going to be great, too. Like, it's just, they started poor last year, too. They tend to start slow, Colorado. And then once they get going, though, they're friggin' nuts. And they've got cap room to add more if they need. I think they're going to be okay. I think they're going to be just fine. All right, we got to get some more games in here. Wings versus Canadians. I'll probably go a little long here. Wings versus Canadians. I don't know. It depends on who's in net. Nedeljkovic did have a good game last game. Maybe they'll go with that. Do you think Canadians... This looks like the spot where the Canadians can finally put an end to this nonsense. But it also could just like... That Canadians team looks like a team that could go like 0-10 too. So, yeah, Nick Paul's going to play center. That's right. So I didn't take Ottawa there because that was a big loss. Losing Pinto was big for Ottawa. What was where was the Ottawa game? Preds. Oh, Sens, yeah, Rangers. I did take the Rangers good because losing Pinto is big for them. Canes. It's Canadians versus Red Wings, not Canes. I'm sure the Canes will beat the Blue Jackets, yeah. Yeah, you agree? Yeah. Wings versus Canadians. I don't know. Nobody's going to put anything in for this? Everybody going to take the Wings? I bet you Lauren will take the Wings here. Because Lauren said the Wings were going to have a really good season. It hasn't gone. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's Wings versus Canadians. And then we'll do Avalanche and Lightning for Sasha. Weichel 3-0 Detroit. Mercer 2-1 Wings. This would be brutal if they lost this game. This would be brutal. Lauren figures that they eke it out. Yeah, I think that's about right. I kind of like the 2-1 either way. Because both of them are not scoring very well. I kind of like that 2-1 either way. But since you guys took it, which one am I got 3-1 Wings. I think they're just going to be so bad. I just think, also, they're at home, right? I think they can't wait to get out of Montreal. Like, I think that's their last game before they go on the road. I think they can't wait to get out of there. Yeah, I got you. 2-1 Canadians, yeah. I think they can't wait to get out of there. And because of that, their mind's going to be on getting out of Montreal. Yeah, I like Detroit there. Let's see if I'm right there. Is that, are they going on a road trip after that? Of course, I got to go check the next week. Yeah, they're heading off to Seattle. They're going out west. So I think their mind's going to be on going on the road trip. Okay, what's the next game? Avalanche versus Lightning. Got to remember to change my sign. Lauren, 4-2 Lightning. Is the Avalanche at home there? No, they're on the road again still. They've been on the road forever. Three-game road trip, okay. Lauren, 4-2 Lightning. Mercer, 3-2 Lightning. Sasha, oh my gosh. I'll put it down, what the heck. Sasha. 4-3. Bolts. Whitechell 5-4 Colorado. This is a tough trip for the Avs, man. They're playing against some tough teams. Oh, man. I'll say 4-3 Bolts. I might change my mind by the time I get that. The Avs aren't ready yet. Yeah, I agree. It's and they can't get any practice time in hardly either to get together. That's kind of the problem. They need some time to practice with each other. Tampa hasn't been playing great, but they've been playing better. And they tend to play up to their competition and down to their competition. And the perception is the Avs is strong competition. So even though they're not playing the best, so if they play up to what they think the Avs, the perceived level that the Avs are, then they'll probably beat the Avs. Because the Avs just aren't clicking. They need practice time together right now. So yeah, I like Tampa there too. Once the Avs get some time in, yeah. Next is the Canes, obviously. Sabres versus Devils is next. But we'll do Canes, okay, because you want to get it in. I'm going to go late, but we'll do the Canes for Canes Blue Jackets. But why not? Hurricanes versus Blue Jackets. I think the Canes will ruin that game. 5-1 Canes. The Blue Jackets are 3-1-0. They played against some pretty easy teams though, except for the Islanders. But all you got to do with the Islanders on the road is get them into overtime. The Islanders can't do nothing in overtime. They're horrible. Sasha. 3-1 Canes. Mercer 4-2 Canes. I'll go 4-1 Canes, but Merzlikins is playing so well, I really doubt that the Hurricanes will get 4 against them, especially on the road. But they're so deep and so strong, they just might. And Carolina's rested too. They had 3 days off, played Montreal to get in the groove. The Montreal to Columbus is a fair trek, isn't it? That would be about the only thing that I think would be. They did have a bit of a travel, but I don't think that should bother them too much. I could see maybe them playing Ranta there. Whitechell 3-1 Jackets. She takes the Jackets. Wow, that would be quite the win. That's how I know I think I'm probably correct there. What was it? Columbus, 2 at home. Yeah, I still think they should have it. They're too strong of a team. Okay, let's do another one. Don't have too many people in here now, but that's okay. Which one do you want to do? Oh. Well, how about Panthers and Flyers? We got to do that. Panthers versus Flyers. Who's still going to be in here, though? You guys actually only had time to go until 3 o'clock, and then you all took off. I guess maybe we'll have to finish it here. We don't have enough people in the chat to do it. Oh, maybe we do. It's just my thing isn't working. Lauren, 3-2 Flyers. Mercer 5-4. I think the Flyers could play like really good. Sasha. 3-0. I think they're going to play Spencer Knight there too. 3-0 Panthers. Oh, well, okay, we'll do Toronto and Pittsburgh. And Weichel. Three, 2 Panthers. I'm going to say 4-3 Panthers in overtime. 4-3 Panthers in overtime. All right, Pittsburgh versus Toronto. Penguins versus Leafs. The Penguins shouldn't win that game, but I don't know. They probably will. There's the most voodoo team in the world right there. They have no business winning that game at all, but they probably will. And that is that they're on the road too? 4-3 Leafs. Mercer, 3-1 Leafs. Weichel, 4-1 Pittsburgh. I was just looking at, okay, so Pittsburgh is going to have played, oh yeah, they had a long layoff. Oh, it's in Pittsburgh. It's in Pittsburgh. Toronto is going to be on a back-to-back. Home and then fly to Pittsburgh. From Toronto to Pittsburgh. Three, 2 Penguins. I don't know. They shouldn't win that, but they probably will. 2-1 Penguins. 2-1 Penguins just because they're the Penguins. They have no business winning that game, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Okay, let's see if we got any other big games going on here. Oh, I guess we should do Canucks versus Kraken, and we'll finish it off there. Because that's the first game in Seattle, so. First game in Seattle. No, Crosby's not back yet. Sasha. 3-2 Seattle. Mercer, 4-2. Lauren, 5-2 Kraken. Weichel, 6-0 Seattle. Holy crap. I'll go 4-3 Kraken. They got to win in their own barn. They got to win in their own barn. Okay, guys, that's it for this week. I'll be back Monday, and it's going to be much frolic. We'll see what we all got for points. Hopefully, I can talk to Hockey News Report so I can get that down so we can start tabulating this stuff. I wish I knew more about computers. But anyways, have a great weekend, everybody. You guys are awesome. Thanks for coming in. Lauren, Mercer, Sasha, it was great to see you. Weichel, CL, everybody in the land. Have a great day. That's my full 42. Or have a great weekend. Okay, bye.